Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Fast Fridays presented by Maconi Setup Shop. We've revamped the format for the series, and tonight we have the street stocks at the famous paperclip Martinsville Speedway here in virtual Ridgeway, Virginia, as one of our qualifying races for the upcoming monthly money race. For those of you who haven't joined us before, Fast Fridays is a weekly series by Maconi Setup Shop featuring a varying car and track combination each week. With the revamped format we're seeing now, drivers enter in order to race in 3 qualifying races, with the top 20 in points automatically locked into the money race. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is William White, and joining me in the booth is Dustin Bullock, aka DLB TV, with David Kreutz working the controls in the production booth. So Dustin, the street stocks are a staple in iRacing, with every budding oval iRacer having driven one at some point in their sim racing career. And they're receiving a refresh as part of the 2024 Season 3 build on the iRacing simulation. So what better track to take them to than Martinsville? So with that in mind, what can we expect to see here tonight at the famous paperclip as qualifying draws to an end and the drivers prepare to hit the track?
Here's the deal. We are not only short track racing on this half-mile paperclip, we are night racing. Now, the street stocks are the classic racing series of iRacing. You know you're going to see some bump and runs here tonight. You know you're going to see contact. You may even see a bit of retaliation. Tempers are going to get hot. They call this track the paperclip for a reason. We're going to be in for one heck of a show. Now, as you know, here on the Maconi series, it's going to be a short race here tonight. It's going to run for 80 laps. That means you got to make your move, and you got to make it early, because you never know when these yellow flags are going to fly and when you're going to get them opportunities. Now, keep in mind, lap traffic is going to be big. Sometimes on short tracks like this, it feels like there's absolutely nowhere to hide, and a lot of times there isn't anywhere to hide. So keep that in mind as we're about to go green flag racing from Martinsville Speedway here tonight on Maconi.
Yeah, definitely. Tempers set to flare tonight. Close quarters, beating and banging in cars that can definitely take a swipe or two. These street stocks, basically just sheet metal on wheels, they can take a whack, but qualifying has just concluded. Soon enough, there we are. There is your Fast Riders at Martinsville starting grid there. And on the pole with a lightning quick 20.900, it's a 74 Blake Quinn alongside him. Namesake of the series, just 1/1000th of a second behind him. Jeffrey Maconi, and setting the exact same lap time behind him. Payson Lindsay in the 99 in 3rd place. The top 3 covered by just 1 millisecond. Amazing stuff. Rocky Boyd the 3rd and Jack Mace there from the United Kingdom. 2 Road to Pro drivers round out our top 5 with Stephen McGough, series regular Gabriel Gatti, Matt Grab, Philip Nichols, and Brayson Riddle rounding out the top 10. Further back, Ryan Rose and Carlos Henriquez make up row 6 and 11th and 12th, with Rodrigo Dominguez in the 98. In 13th, Clayton Good there sets a 21.393 to put himself in 14th, with Blake Madu and Sam Horst rounding out the 16 drivers that set a lap time for qualifying. So there's a handful of cars behind them that will take the grid, but having not set a lap time. So that's your starting grid. Tempers set to flare, the racing set to be intense. What are you expecting to see out there, Dustin? Because we all know Martinsville is somewhere. It's a breeding ground for aggressive driving, beating and banging. 80 laps with these cars, they can tick by in about half an hour all the way green, but we know we're not going to go all the way green, are we?
It's easy. It's going to be destruction and chaos. Keep your eyes on Boyd and Mace, who's going to be starting in the 3rd and 4th position. Them guys are going to be quick here. We got some good guys in the back as well, like Clayton Good. A lot of these jumped in late. Jack Mace may be the guy to beat. I think I'm going with Rocky Boyd to pull off the win in this baby. We got a pretty big field. A lot's going to happen. Now, one thing to think about, this track is easy to block, so keep that in mind, because sometimes there's nowhere to hide. You got to also think about tire wear, making it 80 laps here at Martinsville. A lot of times you don't want to pit here on these short tracks for good reason. You lose too much track position. But as these drivers know, sometimes them tires are just what you need. Maconi, the boss man in that 0-3 machine, starting outside of the front row. He has something to prove. He's going to try to get up there and claim this win in his own division. So keep your eye out on the Maconi setup shop machine of Jeff Maconi. Well, I believe we're going to be going green flag racing here soon, aren't we? The pace lights are off, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Lights are off on the iRacing.com pace line, even under caution. the laps tick off quick here at Martinsville. The namesake Chef Maconi looking to put his name up in lights. Behind them, I've got to go for my compatriot from the UK, Jack Mace. I'm looking for him to pull off a victory tonight. But you see the iRacing.com safety vehicle pull into the pit lane here at the paperclip. 80 laps of close quarters destruction on the cars, and it's Blake Wynn up in front with a decent start there, and he's going to get off to a decent start there into turn 1. He leads Maconi and the 16 there. But Rocky Boyd the third will fight for second place with Boyd taking that position. Maconi drops the position off the start there. Peyton Lindsay blocking Jack Mace. Do we see the bumpers early doors? They're looking to just be a little bit more passive for the time being, but that's one lap already gone. We've started to single file out. Near the front is Jack Mace. Looks for a dive bomb, trying to go under the 99 there. Peyton Lindsay is there. He's got a nose in there. The Brit looking to make progress early on. It's Greg behind them there. There's a Thomas the Tank Engine machine there. Getting in a bit of trouble, but we remain green flag racing, Dustin.
How about that? Now, Mace is known for being an aggressive driver. A fast driver, but an aggressive driver. So I look for him to push that issue. As we talk about Thomas the Tank Engine, he's hanging on for dear life right now in that 96 machine, just trying to hold it up there. We are getting a nice little green flag running. Will there be contact with the 96? Looks like everyone is going to hold it. Jack Mace on the move underneath the 99 machine. Is he going to be able to clear him going into turn number 1? He has to prefer to line. The 99 sends it in deep, only leaving the 071 groove. It's not going to be enough to clear. Mace fighting back on the bottom. The 99 fighting back on the top. Mace is going to send her in deep. Sometimes you just need to make a bit of contact, and the yellow flag is going to officially fly on lap number 4 as we got trouble with the 63 machine.
Yep, caution out of the speedway first time tonight, lap 4 of 80. Looks to have involved the 63 of Blake Madu. We'll have to see what happened here on the Maconi Entertainment replay. Here we are. He's side by side with the 96 of Brayson Riddle there. Behind the 53, they're racing side by side, and it gets loose under him. Almost caught it into the wall, the 17 Traxxas machine there. Not quite sure who that was that got caught up in that particular incident. Unlucky for that driver. That was Carlos Enriquez there. Getting caught up, but Blake Madu. Bit of a trouble early doors for that particular driver, and the innocent number 17, Enriquez, caught up in that. As we mentioned, first caution of the night. Now, Dustin, as the old adage goes, cautions breed cautions. Are we going to have an immediate one, or do you think we'll go for another handful of laps under green?
We're going to be calm to about lap 35. When we get close to that halfway mark at lap 40, I think we're going to see some drivers get aggressive. The pace car is in. Now pay attention, because Rocky Boyd has found his way around Jeff Maconi and found his way up to the second position. Rocky is on the move. He has Jack Mace behind him. The green flag is back waving here at Martinsville. Will it be a long one? Will it be a short one? Look at this. Oh boy, Rocky trying to thread the needle. Almost sent the 74 up the hill. This is going to let Mace get to his outside. Rocky hanging on a second, big wreck behind him. They are stacking up off turn number 2.
I have to see who's involved in that particular incident. I think that's the 80 there of Philip Nichols there. Ben and Jerry's machine caught up in a spot of bother. Involved in a handful of other cars behind him. Gets into the 98, the 96 again involved. The 58, the 43 just skates by. The 8. Big nose hit there into the outside wall there. The exit, turn number 2, that Sam Horse there in the number 8 machine. Big damage to himself and the 80 car. So another quick yellow flag. We'll see if the caution period goes by just as quickly. I know these guys really want to get green flag racing, but Blake Wynn and Rocky Boyd throwing haymakers before they even got to the first turn. Blake Wynn with the block. Rocky Boyd insistent on trying to get down to that inside, almost making contact, but they kept it clean, kept it respectful. But we're only a tenth of the way through this race. These guys are really up in the aggression.
Well, we're not done yet. We are not done yet. Pay attention, because here we go. Now, the 16 has a bit of an upper hand here on the 74, a little bit ahead. 16, and there we go. 74 is up. That made it and give Rocky the best restart. Will he be able to jump down to the bottom like what he did last time? Oh, he's going for it. He is going to get down there just barely. I think Jack Mace. Oh, he's going to turn him. Contact! Or are they going to go 3 wide? He gave him the chrome horn, or we're going to see some retaliation. I would imagine the 74 probably not too happy. He's trying to pin him down. Coming off turn number 4, Jack Mace has made it to the 2nd position. Jeff Maconi goes around to the back. It's the big one for Martinsville. Multiple cars involved. It all started when Maconi got hooked. Maconi started in position number 2. Started fading back as the carnage continues. 3 wide there for a moment. Did the 99 overshoot it, or did the 12 just get to his rear bumper? The 99's got to get turned by Thomas the Tank Engine, sending the 0-3 around.
Yeah, just got washed up into the 0-3 there, 24 there on the scoring tower. Jeffrey Maconi there. Peyton Lindsay, the innocent bystander that kind of catalyzed that whole incident, got sent up into the 24 there, and it was on from there. Big one at Martinsville. Nowhere to go for these guys, and it just piled up super quickly. But lights are already off again. We want to go back racing quickly here at Martinsville. We're down the back straight at the paperclip. Rocky Boyd now with control of the restart, having assumed the lead on the last safety car restart there. Got past Blake Wynn with a little bit of rough and tumble door banging, so we'll see if Blake Wynn responds in tune. But Rocky Boyd has to watch his rear view because he's got Jack Mace, an incredibly quick and aggressive driver behind him, as Rocky Boyd is going to hit the loud pedal. He takes himself to the lead as Blake Wynn scrapes the wall. Here comes Jack Mace with a big dive bomb there to the inside of the 74. Blake Wynn. Jack Mace trying to take 2nd place as Rocky Boyd tries to skirt off into the lead. But Jack Mace does take 2nd with little resistance from the 74. We'll see if the 74 tries to respond with a bumper of his own. He tries to get to the inside of the 07. Do we see a dive bomb? We might see some bumpers. Jack Mace insistent on the block. 74 shoves him out of the way. Jack Mace moved way up. Blake Wynn takes 2nd place back, and they're going to wreck behind them. Jack Mace involved. He's into the wall. The 98 is in the wall. Caution's back out. And big damage for one of the big favourites in this race as Jack Mace is involved in caution number 4.
We're seeing the aggression level pick up. Man, that 74, he has just had it. Shot those 7 up the hill. As soon as he did that, Thomas the Tank Engine bobbled 3 wide, not enough room. Unfortunately, the 98, who had absolutely nothing to do with this, probably got the worst end of it, and he's just sitting there waiting to get hammered as he did by the 43. Base got hammered. Maconi couldn't catch a break there as well, also getting hammered to the inside. It is a mess. Well, John Jones, he's holding on to this baby, man. He probably ain't too happy as John Jones is flying through the field trying to catch back up. Especially to that number 98 car. A lot of cars on pit road. It's a war zone out here, boys. It is a absolute war zone. Laps are winding down. We got a ways to go. We're approaching 60 laps remaining here from Martinsville. Night racing. This baby ain't over yet. I believe we're coming back and get the green flag with the 74 up front. So what happened to Boyd? Rocky Boyd potentially came in and got tires. I believe he's starting at the back here with 4 new tires on it. Gonna be coming from the back with Jack Mace. Coney stayed out. He gained a lot of positions, and Thomas the Tank Engine has been slowly working his way through the field. Will Thomas the Tank Engine be able to get that pass done in that 96 machine? He's there, boys, on the rear bumper of that 74. We know the 74 is fast. He got shoved around a little bit by Rocky, got bullied up to the top, but hey, he's still there fighting, trying to get back to the front. That 74 car stepped it up. He got up there and tried to race Mace, and now we're seeing doors slamming up by the cars that running for 3rd.
Yeah, Matt Grab and Ryan Rose there. Ryan Rose on the inside, Matt Grab on the outside. This year fighting for 3rd place at the minute with the 58 on the bottom there, trying to complete the overtake as Blake Wynn and the 96 there, Brayson Riddle, have somewhat cleared off up into the sunset as we're starting to clear off just a couple green flag. That's the 53 putting the bumper to the 58, as I think the car behind the 53 put the bumper to him, so we're seeing a little bit of a train of door banging and bumper banging up towards the podium place. The 58 gets super loose on the entry. These street stocks really skittish on the asphalt here at Martinsville Speedway. Further behind them, the 63 there, trying to get past Stephen McGough. That's Blake Madu trying to complete the pass with Jack Mace there in P7 already, using the bumpers. The 83 in the wall. Jack Mace bottom of 3 wide. He is pulling no punches. He wants to get to the front and fast. He knows he has the pace to win, and he's going to shove his way to the front. Move Jack Mace up to 5th place as they reckon behind him. The 17's in the wall. McGough's around, and they're under yellow once again at the quarterway point.
Put it back out. Seems like turn number 2 is the tricky turn around here. The 17 without a front bumper. Sends it in right behind Maconi as they're making contact up ahead. I don't know. The 83 may have went for retaliation. He got bumpy, man. The 83 is getting pushed around. He came back. It looks like he tried to door slam the car to his inside. As that happened, the 17, not really anywhere to go. I mean, he's out there for beat up car, trying to make the most out of it. Oh, it's getting bumpy out here. It's getting bumpy, man. I mean, and them cars that did pit, like Rocky Boyd, they're having trouble finding their way back up to the front. So I don't know if they're going to be able to get back up there. It's definitely taking some time. As that definitely looks like it could be a speed and penalty there by Rocky Boyd. That's a little fast on pit road, don't you think?
Very interesting tactics there for Rocky Boyd III as he just slides his pit box just a little bit. Very interesting. He's definitely moving. It's a bit of damage on that number 16 machine. You're absolutely right.
And I'll be interested to see what happens.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it may be game over. I mean, if he goes a lap down, it's not going to be easy. I mean, I think he tried to get a fast repair, maybe pop back out there. What he can do. The 74 is back off, man. Here we go. Green flag. It's waving from Martinsville Speedway. Let's see what we got here. We're going to see 3 wide, potentially 3 wide back there for about the 4th position. Oh, 53's up right in front of the 58. 3 wide up turn number 2. They're door slamming. We're going to keep it green flag racing. Everyone is going to save it. John Jones in the 43 threading the needle, fighting his way to the front of the field as they're leaning on one another up in front of him. Side by side, he's just trying to make the pass underneath them. We got some aggressive drivers in the back. I think that's Boyd back there cutting them 3 wide. Oh, here we go. They're stacking up turn number 2. This may be it. We're going to keep it green flag racing. Nobody spun, but it looks like everyone was just about to.
Yeah, interesting though. We've seen 2 kind of massive little mini incidents that haven't quite brought up together, but that sort of dispersed the field in these sort of choke points. You see, everyone's now single file. The only side-by-side battle we're seeing is Ryan Rose, and I believe that's Peyton Lindsay there in the 99 machine. That's the only side-by-side battle we're seeing on the racetrack. It looks like Peyton Lindsay's won that particular bout with John Jones, maybe looking to enter the fray there. Custom number 43 scored as the number 25 on the scoring tower. Another calm down a little bit. You're seeing Blake Quinn about half a second ahead of Brayson Riddle, and really eking out that gap quite a bit there. Jack Mace in 3rd, all eyes on him. He is very, very quick looking with Jeff Maconi just behind him there in 4th place. But look just behind John Jones here. It's the number 16 machine. It's Rocky Boyd III. He's already back up to 8th. Having a look at that number 25 machine with the 43 inscription on it. He's going to take a dive bomb. John Jones not going to put up a fight. Move the 16 of Rocky Boyd III up into 7th place going into turn 1. Rocky Boyd, he's not out of it yet, still making some progression up the field with 53 laps to go.
Rocky Boyd is in take no prisoners mode. That guy is on a mission. How long is it going to take? Oh, here we go. Oh, we got a wreck. Thomas the Tank Engine went around. Did he get help in that 96 machine? Let's see here. Oh, I don't know if he did that all by himself. Jack Mace. Jack Mace. Was there a block? 96 blocked him, and oh, that may have been
Jack Mace didn't have that. Jack Mace wasn't having any of that. Braced him real hard into the outside wall. Tried to throw the block, and I think Jack Mace was
having a hard night.
Definitely. This was 7 cautions already.
I mean, they're putting on a show. They're putting on a heck of a show. So this is going to put Mace up to the 2nd position and rebound Maconi all the way up to 3rd. Both of them guys who came in earlier, rebounded from the back, now find ourselves in 2nd and 3rd. Rocky Boyd is also still trying to fly through the field. Not making up the ground nearly as quick, but he is coming up into the picture. I believe he's running in the 5th position right now. So if you're the 74 car, you're looking at the guys around you. You see a lot of fast guys. You got Maconi on your rear bumper. You got Mace on your outside. And you got Boyd charging his way to the front of the field. That 99 has been quick all night. We got some fast guys. If you're that 74 car, you're saying, I got a point to prove. I got to get up on the wheel. Laps are winding down. We got 50 laps to go on this baby as we're coming back. Get the green flag from Martinsville Speedway. Maconi has a nice old dent in his door, but I'm telling you, these cars are like tanks. You can beat them up. The green flag is waving. When are we going to see 3 wide again? Who's going to dive it in? Who's going to send it? Maconi all over the rear bumper of the 74 as Mace is holding his door, trying to drag race him on the outside. Everyone behind him. It's carnage. It's chaos. Deep dive bombs, and the 74 is going to come out with the lead off turn number 4 and get him at the line. But that isn't going to stop Jack Mace from fighting on the outside groove as he is far from done. This is really real. Maconi back into the picture. Maconi trying to make the move, trying to seal the deal. Here comes Mace to the inside. One block and it could be, oh, he sent him. He sent him. Jack Mace sent him up the hill, but Jack Mace got the worst end of it.
Yeah, Jack Mace there tried to pull aggressive dive bomb. I kind of knew in the back of my mind as soon as Blake Wing cleared him, Jack Mace could try and do a bit of an over-under, see if he could take a swipe at the 74, move him out of the groove. The 07, as you mentioned, bit worse off for that one. He's now side by side with Jeffrey Maconi there, with a little bit of a push from Rocky Boyd. That might end in tears as the Maconi and Mace machines look to converge on each other, but they get away with it. Boyd now to the inside of Maconi. If there's a couple of cars into the inside wall there on the front straight, but we remain green flag racing. Boyd and Maconi still going absolutely hammer and tongs for that third place as Blake Wynn trying to take the win. As now a little bit of a gap there, just a couple tenths of a second over Jack Mace there in the Crow Sim Shots number 07 there. Road to Pro driver trying to prove a point here on Maconi Fast Fridays. The 16 Rocket Boy the third now putting some pressure on the Englishman, see if he can get himself up into that second place. A battle's brewing all over the racetrack, up at the front, but with single fouled out now. Is this the point where we start to get a bit of a longer green flag run in, Dustin?
I think we are. I think it's also very important to watch Jack Mace and Rocky Boyd. These guys are mostly teammates in every league that they run. They may not say that they're teammates, but they always work together like they're teammates. So I don't see Boyd laying the bumper on Mace. I think he's going to be patient and see what Mace can do with the 74 and go from there. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen here, but I do expect them to work very well together. I don't see them laying a bumper on one another. If you're Maconi, you're hoping everyone lays a bumper on everyone in front of you. I may be wrong because here comes Boyd up to second. Now you did see Mace did kind of pull over for him. Not that he just let him go. He's seen that he had his bumper in. I'm not going to race you, teammate. You can have it, buddy. I feel like you're a little faster right now. I'll get you come the end of it. I don't want to hold up this line. And Boyd is clearly on a mission right now. He's gaining quick. We have seen him have some run-ins with the leader up there. That battle may be far from done because I feel like when Boyd gets up there, 74 may feel like he has, you know, if you got shot up one time, maybe you can do it to the guy that shot you up. If you're Boyd, you're probably thinking he may owe me a shot here. I want to race him clean. Or you may just say, screw it. I'm going to go up there and move him again. I think that is what we got to watch here. With 40 laps remaining at the line, we are going to be officially at the halfway marker. I think a lot of these drivers are thinking we're probably going to get a nice little green flag run in, and that could be big. I could be wrong because the 53 is door slamming up there with John Jones in his contact and chaos. Oh, here we go! Retaliation!
That's a bit of a door bang there from the 80 there. Let's see if that is Philip Nichols there, giving what's that, Matt Grab a piece of his mind there, the 53 and the 80. Evidently, one's not happy with the other, or they're both not very happy with each other. Whichever way you slice it, door banging is on the cards here at Martinsville. There's Philip Nichols running in P13 there, just behind Matt Grab. So even the fight's further towards the back of the pack as Nichols slams into the outside wall there. Definitely still brewing up nicely. A bit of a blink there from Matt Grab. Hopefully he comes back to us, but look at the 8 there of Sam Horse there with the 99 of Peyton Lindsay just in front of him. That's the fight for 9th and 10th there, about 7 tenths between those two particular drivers. So those two just looking to, again, get into a rhythm, which is really important at Martinsville because it's just turns on turns on turns. They are identical, obviously, at turns 1 and 2 and turns 3 and 4, but it's still a track that really rewards getting into a rhythm. And Jack Mace has just been overtaken by the 96 of Brayson Riddle there. And again, we are seeing these two start to beat each other up on the racetrack as the 07 puts the bumper to the 96. Further back, seeing Henriquez and Gabriel Gatti fight on track there. That's 5th and 6th. But Jack Mace again with a dive on the 96. Straight up dumps him out of the way as the yellow is out on the speedway. I think that is for a separate incident.
Oh, this is going to get fun, boys. 37 to go. I'm more interested in the drama right now, to be completely honest. I mean, I'm keeping up with the tallies here, and I mean, we have seen Mace really just get into an incident. We see some contact here with Sam and the 99 as they are side by side coming off 4. Sam is right there, and idea if he got dumped or what the case was there. Looks like Sam may have got the bumper here at some point. But anyway, I mean, it was a heck of a show. No matter what, it was interesting. I mean, we got a lot going on. We got cars hitting pit road. We got tempers flaring. We got chaos on the racetrack. It's getting bumpy, boys. It's getting bumpy. I mean, if you're Jack Mace, what do you do? I mean, you're fading back a little bit. Do you come in, take tires? Do you keep it out? Did he come to pit road? We got all of them that came to pit road. Jack Mace did come to pit road. All the leaders came to pit road. And I think Mace right now really wants to take a swing at that car because it's losing positions. The car was fading. Boyd was rocketing to the front. He had a little bit fresher tires than the guys in front of him. You're really seeing that benefit him. But now that we're on an equal playing ground, we're past the halfway mark, we can really see who's going to rise to the top. And will anyone gamble with 2 tires here? We got a few that may have potentially trying to gain their positions back. But overall, it seems like second on back, absolute war zone right now, which is what you want. If you're watching at home, if you're on the racetrack, you probably want to clean up a little bit. But I'm having a blast watching this thing. I'm sure the viewers are at home as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's really starting to heat up. You've seen all the leaders come down, the top 5 or so, come down into the pit lane, take a new fresh set of boots, maybe iron out some little kinks in their sheet metal and get those cars in as tip-top shape as they can be. And I think it's going to be good for the drivers as well, just get them in a bit of a mental reset. Just get themselves into as positive of a headspace as they can, because this has been absolute carnage. Blake,
of course, they are.
I think, see the 80 of Philip Nichols. See where he has scored. He's not scored in the lead. He is scored 13th as of right now. Rocky Boyd is the leader, so he is a lap down. He will be waved around the safety car. So Rocky Boyd and Jeff Maconi will be on front row when they come to the green flag on the restart. But yeah, I think these guys just need to get themselves in a kind of positive headspace. I think the pit stop's a good opportunity for them to do that because, you know, these guys, Blake Quinn obviously led a lot of time, but that's a lot of pressure when you've got guys like Jeff Maconi, Jack Mace, Rocky Boyd the third, all behind you. They're super, super quick. But now, I think, is the 80 been waved around? Yes, the 80 has been. No, he hasn't. The 80 should be getting waved around momentarily. So Rocky Boyd now has to deal with the pressure of leading some very, very, very quick drivers. So we'll see how he copes with it with 31 laps to go as he takes the outside on this restart, interestingly enough, Dustin.
Here's the deal. I feel like, you know, we know who has speed here. We know Maconi has speed. We know Boyd, Mace, you know, the 74. All them guys that have been up front has speed. Now, if you're one of these guys running a little bit farther back, like a John Jones or any of these guys, screw it. Push for it. Hope they crash. You may come out a winner here. That 98 car, we haven't really seen what he has brought to the table all night. Now that he's up there running in the 4th or 5th position, he may have something to show. The green flag is waving from Martinsville once again. Big launch from the outside. Groove. Oh, boy. Look at that send by the Black 53. That got wild. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Who's going to give? Who's going to take? None of them are going to give here. And it's going to be a door slam ahead of them as well. Sam is going to get shot up the hill. And some door slams down the front straightaway. As we're watching Boyd up front leading. Mace on his rear bumper. Coney in position number 3.
Yeah. So the front 2, Boyd and Mace obviously teammates. See the 96 and the 99 Payne Lindsay and Brayson Ritter. What's going on there? Properly leaning on, beating each other up. Then Payne Lindsay almost loses it, keeps it together, but has lost half a dozen spots. 4 is troubles there. As Brayson Ritter works around Sam Moss there, and John Jones is around then the 43. Nosed into the inside wall there. Single car incident there. Doesn't look like to be a lot of consequential damage there for the 43. We'll see what happens. See if Blake Quinn was potentially involved in this particular scuffle. He was. Oh, rear bumper contact, and that'll do it. Good job by everyone else avoiding that.
I mean, Blake is trying to gain back everything that he lost. He got shuffled on pit road. He feels like he got robbed here. He has to push. He may have just mowed over a guy, but he knows he has to push right now. He knows he has to go. You can't just be patient. We got 28 laps to go at Martinsville. These laps are going to fly by. Sometimes you got to lay the bumper to them. Sometimes you accidentally wreck them laying the bumper to them. Sometimes you intentionally wreck them laying the bumper to them. We don't know exactly what happened there. All we know is John Jones got dumped. Anyway, John is going to have a shot to reset here. He's going to try to come back. There's time. I feel like a lot is still going to unfold. I feel like if you were third on back, Maconi on back, or anyone back there, I feel like you got to find a way to beat this front row. We're working too strong together. I feel like you got to find a way to beat them. If not, maybe the Jack Mace, Rocky Boyd show come the end. 26 to go this time by at the line as the pace car is hitting pit road, boys. And we are off with Rocky Boyd on the outside. Will Mace let him go, or will he shove his bumper in? Mace is going to let him in line. 1-2 by the teammates. Or are they going to race it out here for the win? I feel like Mace has a little bit more on the table. Big wreck in the back. Are they wrecking in the back? Somebody got turned.
Gatty's around there. Yeah, the AT, Philip Nichols involved, Sam Horse, Matt Grab. A lot of drivers involved in that accident there.
Some of them drivers have a history.
Definitely mid-pack mayhem. Mid-pack mayhem, we'll call that one, as Gabriel Gatti just gets into the 8 of Sam Horst, overcorrects.
Yeah.
12 involved. Henriquez dodges it. John Jones just about dodges it. The AC of Philip Nichols there, facing the outside wall. It absolutely is go time, but I mean, mowing each other over. There's not a lot of going because we're under safety car conditions all the time, but yeah, we are. Yeah, there's. Like I say, even under caution, the laps are ticking off and ticking off and ticking off. These guys want to get going. And, the less laps there are, the more aggressive they're going to be.
I hate to say it, if you're in the back, what do? I mean, you ride it out, you're not going to win. Yeah. You got to push. And it's like, unfortunately, when you push, you're going to catch some bodies. And we're seeing some fatalities around this short track. Here we go again, boys. Now 23 remain. Whoa! Rocky fired at the pace car. And he is off, and that's going to lead everyone single file. This may give us a nice little green flag run. Oh, never mind. They're door slamming each other back there for 5th, I believe. Things are getting wild. We're trying to see Blake come back. I think he's the only one that can get up there and really challenge these guys. It's just a matter of getting to the field. Yellow flag is back out once again.
See something, I would imagine that's near the back, where they haven't quite formed up yet. We're seeing Sam Horse, Gabriel Gatti, Matt Grab, all in tow. Matt Grab into Gabriel Gatti. Gabriel Gatti into Sam Horse. Sam Horse into Gabriel Gatti. Matt Grab involves a 3-car incident, brings out the yellow flag. Very quickly there.
Looks like he could have brake checked the car behind him, then he just launched forward and power drove Sam.
This is wild, as Rocky Boyd and Jack Mace again form up double behind the safety car. So I think this will be a quickie caution.
But now Rocky gave away his game plan. I mean, he went at the pace car last time. It's going to be interesting to see if he does it again, because he gave up his game plan.
That is interesting. I don't think we have restart zones activated. I think that's as per street stock racing rules. So as soon as that pace car is off, we see the yellow cone there. That denotes the start of pit lane entry, which means that essentially, as soon as the pace car is off, it is off, and you can just step on it whenever you like. I think Rocky Boyd's using the outside lane to his advantage. But as you see, he hangs fire this time. Jack Mace may be aware of his tactics, aware of his shenanigans, as Rocky Boyd now steps on it. But Jack Mace, right with him, we might see a dive bomb there from the Brit into turn 1. He decides to hang back at the moment. Rocky Boyd, they're 3 abreast behind them. That's win. I think that is, they're all ranking behind him. Philip Nichols in the wall there, John Jones in the wall there. That's going to be another yellow flag. Philip Nichols in the wall there. He was 3 abreast there with Matt Graham and Gabriel Gatti there in the 53 and the 12. As they head into turn 1. Henriquez gets tagged as Matt Grab and Philip Nichols converge on each other. And another impact into the inside wall for the 80.
I think we're going to see a fight after this thing. This is about to turn from Maconi Entertainment to the WWE. I think that's what we're going to get here come the end. I'm entertained. I will say that. Maconi Entertainment brought the entertainment here tonight because it has been an all-out brawl for the past 15 laps around here. Once again, Rocky Boyd, what we seen last time was him being inconsistent. He knows they went at the pace car, and they try to drag him out next time. Now he's probably not going to drag him out. You don't want him to know what he's going to do. I would expect him to go probably right slap in the center of turn number 3 and 4. He wants to throw these guys off. Let's see when he's going to fire off here. He's going to play some games. I would expect him to check up with very high this time, much higher. And he's going to go about slap center of 3 and 4, and he's off, boys. Let's see. We are going to see Mace almost hold his door. He is going to tuck him right behind him. He's getting pressure. Blake is on the move in that 74. He put it on the pole. He got shuffled. He's running third, and now he's trying to find his way around Jack Mace as this all carnage behind him. Here comes Thomas the Tank Engine back behind Maconi. Maconi holding up in fourth. Blake holding up in third, and in the second position, Mace knows he has to go. Mace is about to get the bumper from Blake. Blake is all over him. I think he's going to give him about 1 or 2 more short warning shots, and he's probably going to send him. How patient is he going to be? No, he's sending him now. Oh, 7's up the hill. There goes Mace, and it's going to be retaliation on the front straightaway. Bit of a door slam. Maconi is going to go with Blake and put Blake up to the second position.
And that's really going to put Jack Mace up against the ropes there because he's got an entire train of cars on his inside now. He loses out to Blake Quinn. He's now got to fight Jeff Maconi for that third place spot. How will the 07 respond? Philip Nichols in the middle of the track. Oh my word, the AT causing carnage, causing pandemonium up near the front of the field.
In the back, yellow flag. Fortunate bystander. The 98.
Wow. We'll see what happened with Rodrigo Dominguez and Brayson Riddle as he dives in. The stack up by the 80 coming in. They were, I'm about to say, they were offset 4 abreast there. Wow. And Rodrigo Dominguez, it goes for a little twirly-do on the front straight away. That got ugly fast. Jeez,
oh boy.
These guys need to, I would say these guys need to calm down. They won't. It's going to get way more aggressive from here. There's no time left. You have to go. Oh. I'm going to have to put my money on Rocky Boyd because they're all, from second on back, they're all going crazy and converging on each other, beating and banging. The advantage that Rocky Boyd has from having control of the restart, being the leader, is massive because it essentially gives them a free 2-3 tenths of a second to just clear off. While, you know, the likes of Wynn, Mace, Riddle, Maconi behind him, they all have to score for those positions. You see again on the restart here. Rocky Boyd gets a very decent getaway, but Jack Mace and Blake Wynn, they're now side by side. They're going to be slowing each other down, not just by fighting. Well, they're fighting in the sense that they're jockeying for position, but they're probably going to be fighting both now and after the race. They have been magnetised to each other's race cars, and look at the gap that Rocky Boyd III's got already into turn 3 and turn 4 with just 11 laps to go. He is clear in the lead as John Jones is up in the wall. Sam Horse facing the wrong direction. We stay green? No, we don't. We have yellow flags waving at the speedways. Gabriel Gatti and Sam Horst have been involved in a little scuffle there. And I think this is going to be our first proper late race restart.
So I feel like the big thing that Boyd has for him right now is Jack Mace. Because Jack is, you know, the last restart. He starts right behind him. He knows when he's going to go. He's firing off the same time as him. I'm sure they're in a private chat somewhere on Discord coordinating what they're going to do and when they're going to do it. So that's going to be a big disadvantage to the 74 car of Blake, just because it's not only he has to find his way through one of them, he almost has to mow his way through 2 of them if he wants to win. If you want to win this thing, you're going to have to get up there and go take it. That's about the only way to do it at this point. We got 9 remaining. We're going to find out if Blake wants to get up there and take it, or if he's going to race him out, maybe catch a miracle and pull off the win here. It's going to get bumpy. Pay attention here, because we're waiting to see him. Rocky Boyd is going to fire off. 9 laps remaining, and he is off. Mace with a heck of a restart, but they may be 3 wide, going in a 1. Mace is not going to have the momentum to get the pass done. Boyd with a very wide arc there going into turn number 1. Mace is going to get a power drive off turn number 2. Will it be enough with 8 laps remaining at the line? He's there. I don't think he's going to move him, but we got more lap traffic approaching. Will Mace be able to get the pass done clean? Will he force the issue and go up there and try to take this win from his teammate, Rocky Boyd?
Honestly, I'm yet to see a clean overtake all night, and I think the last place we're going to see that is for a pass for the win here at Martinsville. I'm expecting door banging, bumper banging. I want them to be knocking the fences down. That's what I'm predicting. As Rocky Boyd the third still leads this race. 7 laps to go. That's 3.5 miles for those counting along at home. Jack Mace really was the pressure from Blake Wynn as Blake Wynn moves them out of the way. As we mentioned earlier, these guys magnetized to each other, and as now as they fight for second place, it's all coming up Rocky Boyd the third as these two fight and jockey for that second place. Big door bang. Big right hook there from the 74. That moves Jack Mace completely out of that groove. Brayson Riddle now applying the pressure to the 07. Whoa! A door bang in there. As Jack Mace drops down to 4th place, he's not happy as he loses
Don't
the podium to Grayson Riddle. Maconi now applying the pressure to Jack Mace. Jack Mace falling like a rock as he sends it deep into turn 4, trying to take it back from Grayson Riddle. It's a good turn 3 and 4 from Mace. We'll see how he responds to the 96, but up at the front, it's all Rocky Boyd the third.
Blake is closing!
Blake Wynn is closing, but does he have time? He's only got a couple of miles.
He needs a yellow, and he may get it.
But look at Jack Mace again with another send on the 96. He clears Grayson Riddle. He's back up into the podium places as Rocky Boyd still leads the race. Blake Wynn closing in, but does he have enough time? The 74 in 2nd place. The gap as they run 7/10 of a second. Last time by, he was a 10th slower. Rocky Boyd the third looking stout in front with just 3 laps to go. We're at the paperclip.
Yeah, 3 attempts at overtime if we get it. 3 laps remaining. Will we get that final yellow flag, that final shot, or is this Rocky Boyd's race to win? Contact! Here we go, boys. I think everyone's gonna hold it. 2 laps to go with the line. Mace is about to full send this baby, and he's gonna plow over the 96. 3 wide, wrecking behind him. There went the 43, put the yellow out. Overtime from Martinsville.
Wow. I think Rocky Boyd was just starting to sense that it was all over and that he was going to be tasting champagne. But, while that might still be true, it won't come as easy as he might have thought, as we have a late race restart here at the paperclip. So that's going to put some very, very aggressive drivers that probably, at this point in the race, hate each other. All on top of each other. It's going to be pandemonium.
Where the 74 restarts. If he can get behind Boyd, like I think he's going to do, I don't see Blake trying to race him. I think he's just going to move him. I believe that's what we're going to see. I mean, he kind of owes him one right now. But I think we're just going to see Blake power drive him, to be completely honest. I mean, I think it'll be cool if Rocky wins this thing, but I don't know if any of the top 3 are going to win. They may all wreck. It may be Maconi or one of these other guys back there. Ridley, it may be one of them guys that's going to win this thing. It may not be any of the fast 3 up here. Because I don't think they're going to play it clean. I think somebody's going to get more than the bumper, and somebody's going to get sent for this win, and that's going to cause a chain reaction. That's going to stack up about 3 or 4 more of them.
Honestly, there is no playing nice. There's no fair fighting anymore. Green white checking in Martinsville, you'd be a fool to not ram someone out of the way for a race win. As see Rocky Boyd's trying to warm up those tyres, get himself pumped up, amped up, ready for an overtime restart. First of 3, I believe, that we have at our dispensation here at Martinsville for Maconi Fast Fridays. So we trundle behind the safety car. I imagine the lights will disilluminate coming over the stripe this time by, as we are double file behind the iRacing.com pace car. Lights are still on. In fact, pacing will continue for the time being.
As you said, nobody made a clean pass tonight. I mean, and it's not really just, these drivers are dirty. This package with this track, this car with this track, rewards bad behavior, and that's just a unfortunate, well-known fact about the style of racing we have here tonight.
It definitely is. Honestly, the racing tonight is comparable to the sort of stuff you see down at Bowman Gray Stadium. Just no holds barred. Put a dude in the wall if you want. You're probably gonna have a fight after the race. Like, this is
kill or be killed.
Quality. It's kill or be killed. This is the purge. This is the purge in racing form. Pace lights are off! Yeah, it literally, pace lights are off. It's time for a green white checkered attempt. This is, as I mentioned, the first of 3 attempts at our disposal here, with Rocky Boyd the third and Blake Wynn leading the front row, with Rocky having control of the restart. Now, Rocky does have an ally behind him in Jack Mace, but honestly, do you even have teammates at this point? I wouldn't be surprised if Jack Mace rams the pair of them out the way to take the win himself, but Grayson Riddle, obviously the aggressive. Blake Wynn's going to be aggressive. Rocky Boyd's going to be aggressive. Rocky Boyd with a decent restart.
Whoa!
And they're all hitting each other. Oh, they're all wrecking.
No!
Rocky, save it.
Killed real mode. They're wrecking. Oh, Boyd gets hammered.
They're all dead. Rodriguez in the wall. Henriquez involved. Maconi's taking the lead.
We know what was
Everyone's
gonna
crashed
happen.
it.
The Martinsville purge has happened.
What has happened? My brain is going to explode in a minute.
I hate the
I have to see
74
what
went in
actually
there and said,
happened.
screw it. If I ain't winning, you ain't winning. Knocked him out of the
Blakeman tried
way.
the block.
He throttled
Jack
off. The
Mace refused to
96
move.
said, yo,
Mason
you're
Riddle
going to
flies
do.
in. Oh my gosh. Rocky Boy saved it.
Oh my. Yeah, I mean, the
Slams-
96
no.
was in kill mode.
Wow.
96 was in kill mode there. I think the 96, there's a lot of guys saying, if I ain't winning it, you ain't winning it. And they sent that baby in. Three fastest cars of the night. Wrecked. Destroyed. Out. Who's leading
I'm
now? We
convinced
got
after
Maconi
Spice
up
didn't
front.
lead,
We got
didn't take.
John Jones in the second
Unbelievable.
position, potentially. Waiting to see the official order here. I think Rocky's trying to get his positions back. He's going to have to drop to the tail end. Mace may be lining up in third. Giving him no choice but to hammer out the boss man here.
Yeah, you're going to have to kill the boss man now. You're going to have to kill the namesake of the series to want to win this
Final
race,
boss!
So, yeah, this
Maconi
is the final
boss!
Do you dare lay the bumper to the namesake of this series?
The final boss has
03?
risen to the top.
Oh, it's quality, isn't it? From 4th or 5th on the grid, Boyd, Mace, Riddle, Win, all killed each other off a turn 2. And it's one of the craziest accidents I've ever seen. This will go down as a classic in Fast Fridays. This has been one of the best races I've ever seen.
Oh man, pace off.
We're laughing up here. I guarantee they're not laughing down there. They're probably fuming.
This is the second attempt at a green-white checkered. I doubt we're probably gonna go through 3, to be honest.
This ends on the caution easily.
Somebody's getting hammered going into 1. It's not even about hitting brakes anymore. It's about plow through the guy in front of you.
They say that there's this old adage that 8 wheels are better than 4. I think on that last restart, I don't think Mason Riddle hit the brakes. I think he thought 16 wheels were better than 4, but to be fair, it almost worked. So we'll see if anyone employs a similar strategy with only 6 cars.
He could have brought home a win with it.
He could have.
This works for him.
But I think Thomas the Tank Engine's hopes have been dashed in a plume of smoke as of right now, with just 6 cars still trundling behind the safety car, all of which have extensive damage on their machines, might I add.
Thomas is jeez. I mean, Greens don't have 4 wheels, neither does Thomas the Tank Engine. Pace lights are off. Coney, a little beat up, a little bruised up. But, the 3 wide back there, I think some guys are arguing over position. But, they're gonna work it out. They're gonna figure it out here. Maybe we got some angry drivers with Boyd and Blake. They are not, oh yeah, they're kind of door slamming each other into yellow. It's not gonna be pretty, boys. Here we go.
Yeah. I'm ready for carnage, but Maconi, probably the most non-controversial driver all night long, has got John Jones to contend with up at the front of the field. 2 laps to go. Probably not. They're almost door banging for the race lead. Maconi will look for his second. Goes sideways. He got dumped by Blake. They're going at it, playing Gabriel Gattis in the wall. We stay green. Green flag still in the air. We're not under caution. It's Jeff Maconi's taken off. Boyd with the bumper to Blake win. Through turns 3 and 4.
This ain't over. Flag. This ain't over.
Rocky Boy tries to dump him, but white flag is in the air.
Watch out.
1 lap to go. Rocky Boy, will he put the bumper to Blake win? Will he send him fireballs deep? Maconi down the back straight for the final time. They wreck behind them there with Peyton Lindsay and Jack Mace. But through turns 3 and 4, from out of absolutely nowhere, Jeff Maconi, victorious from the paperclip. The 24 takes it in his own series Fast Fridays.
How about that? This is some entertainment here tonight. I mean, we got a little bit of everything, and I don't think we've seen post-race cooldown yet, because we're going to see some guys get hurt here momentarily. I mean, we definitely got some angry drivers in the back as everyone just wrecks them up coming off turn number 4. But what a show, man. I mean, I know Rocky Boyd and Blake, you know, Blake probably had the fastest car all night. Rocky Boyd, you know, probably deserving of the win. And just, it seemed like when we got to the end, it was just about who can hit who. And that's Martinsville for you. Anytime you go night racing at Martinsville, you know the product you're going to get. And Maconi came home notorious here tonight and pulled off a win at the Martinsville Paper Club as he's gonna burn it down. Maybe we can get a nice old interview. We do got Rocky potentially that we could interview here.
Yeah, Rocky Boy the third there, finished in third place, is waiting in the first transfer room there. See if we can get a word with Blake Wynn and Jeffrey Marconi. I imagine we'll get a word with Jeff from Victory Lane. So we'll see if Blake hops in the chat at any point. As Jeff Marconi celebrates a deserving victory. They're definitely deserving, but done on survival, which I mean, I don't think anyone survived. Even Marconi's clock banged up to
qualified second, won the race. The numbers don't lie.
Exactly. Led 8 laps. You only need to lead 1. So he's excelled in that regard as well. Do you know? So yeah, that's awesome. That was a great race. I am
the word of Maconi as he is in the waiting room.
Definitely. Let's get some post-race interviews here on Maconi Entertainment. And why not start off with the namesake of the series, the man who puts this all together, and your winner tonight from Martinsville, boss man Jeff Maconi. Sorry, we pulled you up in the middle of a conversation there, but you're in the booth now. It's William. That race was, to me and Dustin, just mental. We described it as the purge. It was absolutely crazy. You led only 8 laps, but you really only need to lead 1. That's the last lap. What was that race like from your perspective?
It was chaos. It was absolute, unbelievable chaos, and we sort of knew what was going to happen with the 96, what he was going to do. I try really hard not to kick people from these races without very good reason to, and the very good reason has to be usually like doing something unbelievably dumb and or intentional wrecking. And so when he sent it 10 miles deep, we knew it was going to happen, so that's why I sort of laid back a bit and then just drove through the wreck. But yeah, that was just chaos and craziness. And our rule here with Fast Fridays is if we don't run 10 laps, it's 1 to green right away. If we run 10 laps, we get a full caution. But we only had like 1 or 2 times where we ran enough laps to have the full caution. So we were just hustling. It was constantly moving, but it was so much fun. Really, really great racing with Jack and Rocky and Blake. It was so much fun running with those guys.
Yeah, we know the street stocks are definitely partial to a little bit of bumping and banging, but I would say aggression was definitely the name of the game to try and take victory tonight. But also, you qualified second. You're up there. You had the speed, but it was kind of the Jack and Rocky show and the Blake show for a lot of that time. What was kind of the key for you, I guess, to take victory tonight? Obviously, you kind of got in that position from everyone up front kind of exploding.
Well, if there's one thing that I've learned in 6 years of sim racing and 4 years of doing so professionally as a job, it's that there are just some people that are better than me. And no matter how well I drive, no matter how much I practice, they are just going to be better than me. And that's okay. For the street stocks, Rocky is one of, if not the best, on the service. He's great in the trucks, and there's a lot of similarities that carry over to the street stocks, or I should say the street stocks carry a lot over to the trucks, so that probably helps him considerably with Road to Pro Round 2. Same thing with Jack. He is a phenomenal driver, so I knew going in that they were going to be very, very, very tough to beat. I was shocked that I outqualified them at all. So in the race, I would take my opportunities as they came. There were a couple times where I knew if I showed the nose, there's enough of a split second. There's enough of a chance of a split-second decision where Jack looks up, he sees it, and he overdrives the corner entry. And that happened like 2 or 3 times. So I knew my only way of getting around him wasn't to actually send it that deep, but to poke the nose like I was going to, and then he would overdrive, and I would get the opportunity to go around. So a lot of mental games, a lot of it was high-speed chess, and it was a lot of fun. I think despite all the wrecking, all the carnage, all the beating and bumping and banging, we all, at the end of it, had a lot of fun, and I'm just really glad I could win it.
We definitely had a lot of fun up in the commentary box, but obviously Jeff is never a one-man show on Maconi's Fast Friday. So who do you want to thank for getting that number 03 into victory lane?
Oh, there's so many people behind the scenes that make it happen. I'm really lucky to have the team around me that I do with Maconi Setup Shop and Maconi Entertainment and everything that we have going on. It really is incredible. All the people that are involved behind the scenes. So huge thank you to you guys for an incredible broadcast. I was listening and it was spectacular as always. And we've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up with the Road to Pro series. Our broadcasts for those are going to be unbelievable. I'm very excited for that. Um, and of course, everyone at iRacing and eNASCAR for being our partners and everything we do with them, and everyone on the car, Victory Sim. I just upgraded my rig and got a bunch of great stuff, and they were huge helps there. Um, so everyone there, WSMN 1590 AM, Ron the Snat Guy. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of everything. The Sim Racer movie, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. It's very cool. And a Bruzy Racewear for the awesome gloves and boots that they provided me with, and all the T-shirts they make for us, everything that they do. Huge thank you to them as well. But very lucky to have the incredible team around me that I do. It's really awesome.
Well, I would say that caps off pretty nicely, Jeff. Congratulations on your victory. Thanks for your time, my friend. Appreciate it.
Thank you, much appreciated.
So that was race winner, Jeff Maconi. Now, Dustin, I believe you are standing by with our second place finisher, Blake Quinn.
Absolutely, Blake. Man, you were quick from start to finish. I know it's not the result you wanted. I mean, it was chaos. It seems like you got plowed over a few guys plowed over you. Walk us through the finish and just a shakedown of everything that happened, because you probably were the prime car to win this thing and just unfortunately didn't get the result you deserved.
Well, I mean, I didn't run any practice laps, so I kind of just went into qualifying and winged it. Uh, Set it on pole somehow. It was pretty tight qualifying. First half of the race, I think I drug the field every single restart, but the tires were starting to get a little worn, so I was like, let me go get tires. And I got tires, and it was just chaos from there on. Just cars wrecking everywhere, bumping runs. Like making it through the field was just bumping every car in front of you until you got there. And I got to the top 5, had a couple laps on the tires, and then there's some strategy between Rocky and Jack, and trying to break through that was kind of hard.
It was a bumpy one, absolutely. I mean, it's from. I mean, you started up front. Did you feel like that Rocky may have? I know he shoved you out of the way early on. Did you feel like you had beef with anyone in today's race?
No, I pretty much knew most of them in there, so we were kind of all like messing around, just moving each other for fun. I know what most of the guys I was moving could take, so like Rocky and Brayson, they can take a good bump, and Jack could too.
Heck of a talent as always. Congratulations on your run here today. Position number 2. I know you're a little bit short on it, but congratulations, because it was a heck of a run and a heck of a drive and job all the way to the very end. And what a fight! Little short, but maybe next time you'll be able to get that W. And congratulations on your run here tonight.
Thank you.
So that was second place finisher, Blake Wynn. They're standing by with DLB TV, aka Dustin Bullock. But now, finally, our third place finisher, the ever quick Rocky Boy III, standing by. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Perfect. So, Rocky, I don't know about you or Dustin or any of the drivers down there out on the paperclip, but my brain's turned completely to mush after that race. What was that procession like from your perspective?
It was comedy gold. We were all having fun. Nobody's feelings got hurt from what I could tell, and we were having fun. It was bumper cars out there, in all honesty.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to commentate on back here. Obviously, third place, never a bad result really in any context. But how do you kind of summarize your performance? Do you think that's a good result for you? Obviously, we know you had the pace to definitely win. You led a good chunk of laps, and we specifically noticed. I do want to ask you about this. on the restarts, we noticed you were doing a lot of different things. What were the kind of thought processes behind those different kind of restart games you were playing?
We were just messing around. Jack was the car. Normally, if I was on the top, he was the car on the bottom. So we were buddies. So we were just kind of like controlling the field or whatever, expecting somebody to get tired of it and just ship Jack into me. In all honesty, but people were actually pretty respectful in the restarts for the most part, except for that one time where we all piled into one. I don't really know what happened there, but no, we were just playing restart games. Nothing to gain or lose from it. So we were just having fun.
Well, fun is definitely the name of the game in that regard. Definitely looked like a ball out there. Part of me definitely wishes I was down there myself, but Rocky, obviously, good run there for the number 16 machine. Anyone you want to thank for getting yourself up onto the podium tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Jeff for putting on the race. We enjoyed it. I think we wish we would have got more laps in, but overall, just the rubbing and banging was fun. You don't get to do that much anymore. And want to thank my team, Jarris Racing. That's about it. Looking forward to going to run this DOB race here coming up shortly, and yeah, I'm just chilling for now.
Sir.
Awesome. Yeah, DLB TV Racing League race later tonight for Rocky Boy, the third on the cars. But congratulations on that third place, Rocky, and thanks for your time, man.
Thank you.
So that was third place finisher Rocky Boyd the third, evaluating his run here at the paperclip. And now I think everyone at home, everyone driving, and us up in the commentary box can take a breather after what was an incredibly eventful race at Martinsville Speedway that ended in, I think, probably about 15, 20 safety cars, a lot of beaten up race cars, and a lot of fun being had. But yeah, Dustin, that is pretty much us done for proceedings. What are your final thoughts on the race there?
It was chaos, it was entertaining, and I loved it. I mean, bottom line, that's just what we had here. I mean, they put on a heck of a show. All the drivers in the field, they should be proud of that because the entertainment factor was beyond ridiculous. I mean, they put on a show, and that's all you can ask for. I know that there's probably some hurt feelings coming to the end of this thing, but a lot of them sound like they had fun. A lot of them sound like they loved it. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's all that mattered here tonight for Maconi Entertainment.
Yeah, definitely fun was had. Yeah, like I say, hopefully too many feelings were left unhurt there, and yeah, honestly, looked like a ton of fun. But that is it for tonight's broadcast of Fast Fridays presented by Maconi Setup Shop. Obviously, thanking tonight's race sponsors, Maconi Setup Shop and Maconi Competitor Zone. Calling the action tonight was myself, William White, alongside Dustin Bullock, aka DLB TV, in the booth with David Kreutz up in the production booth. Thank you, a million times thank you to all of our viewers for watching tonight's racing action, and we hope you'll stay tuned to all of our social media pages for our next Fast Fridays race. And don't forget to tune in each week for our broadcast of the top split of the Maconi Setup Shop C-Fixed Truck Series. This has been a production of Maconi Entertainment, and we will see you at the Checkered Flag. Good night.